We creationists need to answer this question, and we've offered several different solutions to that. I'll discuss with you my solution on this. And I came up with this a few years ago after wrestling with this for years. And I think I was looking for a scientific answer, if you will, a physical answer. But I think several things jump out at me in the creation account. One is that many people think that everything during the creation week was instantaneous. Poof, a tree appeared where there was none. Poof, a whale appears where there was none. But that's not what the text generally says. There was a lot of process going on, very rapid process, but still process. For instance, did God make Adam just poof out of nothing? Well, no, he shaped his body out of dust of the ground. What about Eve? Well, he took from his side and made Eve. That was a process in either case. It was a quick one. It didn't take, hours or days. It happened less than a day.
But it was a process.
It still was a process. If you look at the count of the animals, not on the chapter 1, but in chapter 2, it speaks of the animals coming out of the ground giving rise to these things. If you look at the day 3 account, it talks about plants rising up out of the ground. It says, let the earth bring forth these plants, and the earth brought forth. If you look at those words used there in Hebrew, they're very active, dynamic terms. It's almost like these things are sprouting up out of the ground very rapidly. I think if you would have been there, it would have looked like a time-lapse movie. You would have seen growth that might take normally decades taking place in a matter of minutes or hours at the most. Normal growth, abnormally fast. Why? Well, in another 2 to 3 days, you can have all sorts of critters and people that are going to rely upon those plants, because it turns out everybody was vegetarian to start with. And if you waited till they normally matured the way they normally do, everybody would have starved. Because, even the fastest growing garden plants take a couple of months to reach maturity. So God had to mature these things fast, rapidly. He didn't make them mature. He matured them rapidly from what the language is telling you there.